Yeah. Yeah. All right. We have 9 minutes until we close this room. I'd love for anyone who has anything they want to share. Simply, one of the things we're going to be doing is we're sharing is feeling resonant, using our voices resonantly, right? So if you unmic, you tune in. At the moment, actually, my resonant amount of present attention as we're bringing the meditation down is about 2 feet off the body. I feel contained, I feel anchored. I'm tuned into the particular resonant state of my body. My voice is an extension of that. That has my words create more connection, calm, sharing of energy. And so, and this relates to speaking circles as well, right? You're simply practicing being the person who is receiving the combined attention of everyone in the room. Firstly, experiencing what that's like can be very potent. It can make the body hot. Secondly, simply experiencing being in that state and speaking or not speaking. Could just bask in it and breathe. And or ask a question or comment on something or share about something. So any of those things are possible.
So I've noticed quite a contrast from the very beginning when I started here and right now. And it does feel like after a meditation or a treatment, I had a lot of nervous energy, not nervous like anxiety, but I had a very stressful and long day. And now I'm much more in tune, grounded as well. I feel like my diaphragm is moving better, and I can just feel all the parts of my body which were kind of numb and tingling before.
Thank you, Eddie. So you just reminded me one of the purposes of this ending time is to have do that exact reflecting on the differences that you're experiencing in your system now compared to when we started. So thank you. Me too. I feel some treatments actually having started. One here on the right side of my throat, up into the zygoma, and into the jaw and the face. I wasn't noticing it till I just said, "Oh, what's happening in me?" Yeah, that. Thank you. Anyone else?
I just found that it being more present is a little bit of a long day as well, and I was a little choppy in the focus, and just yeah, really pleasantly present now.
You know what's so cool? Thank you, Holly. The mind's not that useful. If you missed any of the facts and right, it's just this. It's just the entraining with the location. I would even venture to say, conceivably, in that place of infinite intelligence and power, you could go back in time and retrieve the conversation. I mean, people are known to, they talk about Beethoven channeling his future self at age 6. I mean, this is the place of the zone of limitless possibility and magic. Thank you. Perfect. Go ahead, Joan.
Found it good practice rushing into the meeting, driving in, still connecting, and then settling finally at home. And it's just very nice place. I found myself very different from start to finish. So it was good practice.
Okay, here's a beautiful, and I experience that as we continue on with dropping back into this place frequently, which is why I decided to conduct this course 3 times a week instead of I had done it initially once a week, that you would find yourself not departing so far away from this, right? Being able to carry this state with you throughout the day, ultimately, regardless of what's happening. So the invitation is to simply notice, oh, I actually didn't depart under the circumstances that had me leave my body last week. And it could be 1%, but reliably we're looking for anticipating, welcoming the experience of expanding our range of tolerance and our ability to anchor in present time and space in every moment of the day. Yeah, that's the ninja school part. I think we have time for one more sharing or question. I knew it was you, Anne. I was about to say, Anne, you have to look for your unmute button.
Well, I would love to. This was so pleasant. It's just so, I just want to say luscious. It's been such a beautiful day for me anyway, and this is a lovely completion to that. In the Hindu tradition, this is Dawali, so it's the celebration of light. And I woke up and sort of had a meditation like that. And then the whole day was filled with amazing treatments and non-treatments. And just, I was present. I was able, I don't know why, I was able to be present to that. And this is just such a continuation of that. It really felt like I was, I'd like to say blessed, and I do feel blessed, but I was also very conscious of bringing myself into it all day. So this is just lovely. Thank you.
I am so curious about that. I feel like there's something to share with the group about how that came into your reality today. Like, is that a typical experience, or did you welcome in something or surrender to something or tune in some way? I have this feeling that there's something really rich in there. I'm curious about for myself.
Well, it is, it's so funny. I have listened to these stories for a little while of Dawali and the celebration of light over dark, and they've been external to me. And today, I don't know why, this morning when I was in my meditation and I just took it inside, I just let it come into me. I don't know why, how it happened. I think I surrendered to it. I don't understand all these stories, whatever, but something
so powerful. They're so powerful, and we lack them in our culture, right? We do these very cursory, versions of ancient practices. Thank you for that.
Yeah, and the stories. I love stories. Like you're telling stories. They land. So it's beautiful.
Stories are the most potent way of sharing, learning, and there's research on that. I mean, they're certainly enjoyable. Oh, I'm a storyteller more than anything, probably more than a doctor.
This is such an auspicious day to begin this course. It's a really powerful new moon. And it's a deep transitional time across many dimensions and generations, down to the duality of the yin and the yang itself. And
Wow.
we've been dancing with those dualities in the conversations about the dimensions of what is wanting to come through for us to embody and play with.
That's so beautiful. I'm feeling like you're sharing this on the heels of what Anne shared is just like, oh. And then I want to say, firstly, thank you again, Nancy Ann. Thank you. And this whole attending to ritual as an integral component of health and wellness and balance in our world and in our own lives, it's massive. I chose this day with the body, with my body compass. Like I like a dowsing, right? With each day of the month. And when we did the course earlier this year, I did something similar and I noticed, oh wow, I put the water science module, the hydration module, quite far at the end of the 13 weeks or the 13 sessions, in our case, 7 weeks. And I just didn't understand why. And when we got to that week, it turned out to be Worldwide Water Week. And there were other, synchronistic revealings that this tapping in, logging on, connecting, and dropping into deep presence is an intensely magical space. I don't know how else to put it. I consider life extremely magical. I don't even use the word woo woo. I think we're working with nature, we're receiving the full intelligence and power of, oh gosh, I don't even know how to name it. And that's what nature is, and nature's magic. So I'm owning it. This is magic, the magic space. I might have to add that to the list of spoof names. Please add freely. Any last contribution from anyone? We are getting on to where I'm going to be inviting us all to unmic, unmute, and share our voice, if only in the saying of good night for now. Go ahead, Charles.
I just want to add that this was an amazing session, and I look forward to spending time with everyone over the next several weeks. Have a good evening.
I'm so happy you're here. I can't stand it. I'm just about to burst. I had the most magical conversation with Jess today. Wait till you hear about it.
Oh, that's great.
And we're going to share it with everyone because some magical, starting this course on the heels of a very deep dive I just did in Jess Bell's own energy medicine classroom was unparalleled. And Charles doesn't know anything about it yet because it's going to be really fun. We'll clue you guys in. Some amazing magic in the works. Mind-blowing stuff. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, everyone. I think we're going to meet again Thursday, right? We're going to meet in 2 days for the same time period. So until we meet Thursday, and if there's any reason, something you weren't able to share or a question that you had that comes to you, by all means, reach out. All right. Good night, everyone. We can all unmic, and if you want to share your voice in a farewell for now.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.